missing someone. Love is all you
So this is what you first see when you enter into Roblox Studio. You can see your Explorer and your toolbox, and you can get the models from your toolbox. So basically you're going to go to plugins, and you can see this load character plugin that you can find in the description of this video. You're going to search up the user that you want to make the GFX of. I just searched up my user, and yeah. So you're going to spawn it in R6, and you're going to make sure that checkbox is checked. Yeah, so I didn't have my mouse on me, so you're gonna watch me struggle a little bit to move my camera, but you're gonna basically just see your avatar loaded in. So you're gonna click on your character, and you'll see it light up in your Explorer. You're going to right click on that little where your username is, and it's gonna say export selection. I do not know why it didn't show up in this recording, but I'll insert a screenshot right here. You're just gonna save the file as an OBJ file. I'll put a screenshot up. It's not showing the recording for some reason, but yeah. So to get an aesthetic room, you're gonna go into your toolbox and just search up like aesthetic yellow room or something. You're gonna find a bunch of models. You're just gonna like drag it or click the little plus sign, and it's gonna load in, and then you can like see if you like it. And again, I didn't have my mouse with me, so it's gonna look really awkward me trying to twist my camera around so that you can see what's going on. So to export this as an OBJ, you can just do the same thing you did with your avatar. So you just want to right click, export selection, and then save it as an OBJ. And then you're done. You can close out of Roblox Studio, and you're going to want to move into Blender. First things first, we need to actually import our rig. So you're going to go to File, and then you're going to hit Open. And you're going to see a default.blend file in the rig that is linked in the description below. I'll show you what it looks like in the screenshot. It wasn't showing in the video. But you're going to see this weird, like, scary sort of thing. And to move like this, you need to press shift and the little thing that's next to the 1. Just gonna drag your mouse and delete it by hitting the delete button on top of the backspace button. And yeah, so now we're gonna change it so that it looks like our avatar and our like clothing and stuff. So you're going to click on the little thing there, and you saw I chose shader editor, and it's kind of difficult to find, but you can kind of see how I'm moving it, but you just need to find that. And then you're going to click on the little folder icon, and you're going to find this, it'll be basically your avatar and then 1.mtl. I'll show you a screenshot of what mine looked like. So that's what it looks like. You're going to go to File, Import, and Import OBJ file, and you're going to find it. And there's actually a little thing that you need to click to make sure that it doesn't come in grouped. It's a really important step. I'll show you a screenshot. Of course, it wasn't showing up in this for some reason, but that's okay. Once it's imported, you're going to click on the little rotate, and then use the blue line and rotate everything there until it kind of matches up with your rig. It might be a little bit difficult to do this, so you can do this directly in Roblox Studio if you would like, but I just like doing it like this. So this is a way you can make sure that's aligned by looking from the top, by of course, you know, changing the angle of your view. So now what you're going to do is you're going to basically delete the excess, like your arms, your legs, and your torso. You're going to want to keep your head, your hair, and any accessories that you have. So I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to delete all of that without having to do any extra steps. So you're just going to click through all of the items. As you can see, once you click it, a little section, like if you select the arm, you'll see that the arm lights up orange. And then you just want to, when you find something you want to delete, you're just going to click X, and it'll show up how to delete it, like that. So you're just going to keep on doing this process. torso gone, you're just gonna right click, select all of it, right click, and then hit join, and it's gonna make sure that everything is joined together. So if you click on it and you move it, everything will move, not just one, like it's not just gonna move your head. So basically what you want to do, you want to hit file, import as an OBJ, and you're going to basically do the same steps as you did for your avatar or your character. It might take some time to load in, but it will load in eventually. You're going to see that the wood looks a little bit weird, but I'll show you how to fix that later. After you load it all in, and if you want to fix the wood, you're just going to select it all by, you remember how we selected the face and the head? That's how you're going to select it, and then you're going to join it the same way we joined the head and the accessory. First things first, you are going to need wood material, so you're going to go into Roblox Studio, go into the toolbox, and just search up like wood. And you're going to find one, just find one that you like. I chose this one. You're going to save the wood as an OBJ. And you're going to have a material file, as you can see on the screen. And then you can just close out of Roblox Studio and you can go back to Blender. So you're basically going to be going to this tab on the side. You can see where my mouse is. You're going to hit the little X, and then you're going to hit new, and then you're going to hit that little circle, and you're going to hit image texture. You're going to open it, and then save the material, and you're going to open up the material that you got from Roblox Studio. Sorry, I'm saying a lot. I really do apologize for that. Before I teach you guys how to pose your character and all that, I'm going to teach you guys what cycles and eevee is. They're both basically rendering settings that you can change and choose. Cycles is a little bit more detailed than eevee is, and cycles renders your shadows in the GFX as well. So if you're doing a simple GFX, I do recommend that you go into cycles and not eevee, but eevee does render faster, so it makes your GFX a little bit faster to, finish. But if you want better quality, I do suggest, choosing cycles. So basically what you're going to want to do, you're going to make sure you clicked on this little circle right here. Click on that. Then you're going to go up a little bit. You are going to click on shift, and then you're going to click on it while holding down shift. So it selects both of them. You're going to then move it closer by, of course, using the move tool up here. You're going to drag it this way, then move over here, and then drag it this way. Also, if you want to move it easier, you can click on G and move it like that. But the problem is that you can really easily move it all the way up like that. So it's a little bit tricky, but that's one thing you can do. You can, if you also want to rotate easier, instead of having to click on rotate all the time, you can hit R and it rotates like that. And if you want to, go up here, rotate like that, it does it like that too. But yeah, so using this tool is, I think, better than using R, but sometimes using R can be more helpful. So that's how you quickly, move it there. Also, what you want to do, you're going to want to click on the head. You're going to right click, and you're going to go to set origin here, and you're going to hit origin to geometry. And then, yeah, so for any other object that you want to use, let's say you want to move this really quickly, but you see that the rotate tool is over here. But if you click on the head, the rotate tool is over there. The rotate thingy is over there. Sorry about that. If you want to move this rotate thingy to be closer here, you're going to right click on the object, set origin to geometry. See, it rotates way easier now. Also, if you want to undo, say I do this accidentally and I don't want this to happen, I don't want to have to delete it and then re-import it. So what you can do, you can hold Control and hit Z. That's undo, so it undoes for you. If you're using a MacBook though, I think it's Command and then Z. I'm not completely sure about that, but yeah. Okay, so this part might be a little bit more difficult to explain, but you're going to click on that little oval, you're going to click on rotate, and you're basically just going to rotate it with that little green orb thingy. You can kind of see what I'm doing right here, but you're just going to want to do that with this side. This moves your whole arm. You can use use this red line to kind of shift it over a little bit. It might look a little bit weird, and use the blue one to shift it to the right. Now let's say you just want to move the elbow. You're going to click on that blue thingy, and you're just going to move it up. Also notice how I'm in pose mode down there when I'm clicking on the rig. Basically, I do this for the next side as well. Then to move your head, you're going to make sure you're in origin to geometry, as I showed you earlier in the video. And you're just going to use the rotate and move tools the same way you did for your arms. So first things first, you're going to click on add, and then you're going to click on sun or light, and you're going to hit sun. You're going to see it pop up in where your rig was when you first imported it in. You're going to just drag it up, and you're going to point it essentially at your character unless you want your lighting to point in a different direction. And you're just going to move it around until it's pointing there. You're going to make sure you're on cycles there if you're going to be doing this type of lighting. If you click on there, you can kind of see how, it looks like. And you're going to want to then, if you want to change the color of your sun, you're just going to go to that sunlight thingy and then change the color there. And you can change the strength there too by clicking on the thing that's underneath the color changer thingy. If you notice in your preview that your head is transparent, you're going to basically go to your shader editor, and the second box next to that huge rectangular box, you're going to want to delete that, and it'll make it not transparent. For cycles, and you want to add in good lighting for Eevee, you're going to basically put in HDRI by going to this world icon, hitting new, clicking on that little circle, clicking environment texture, hitting open, and then importing in your HDRI. So it adds in good lighting for Eevee, but if you want to add in the background for cycles, it won't change the settings for your sun, and it won't change that lighting. So to add a camera, you're going to go to the add, you're going to hit camera, and it's going to import this camera. You have to hit 0, and I'll show you where on the keyboard that is on the screen right now. And you're just going to position it by moving it how you would move normally. Okay, so you are going to want to change a few settings. You want to make sure, if you're going to be rendering in cycles, you want to make sure that this still says cycles. If you want to make sure that the background is transparent, you can actually click on this here under film. Then you're going to want to go down over here, and I actually have it saved in a file. You probably won't be able to see it, but you're going to want to make sure it's saved as a file format in PNG, and it says RGB over here. So once you finish all of the, settings and adding camera and stuff, to actually render, you just need to go and click this render button and click render image, and it'll render your image. Also, if you want to go into your camera easily and you don't have the number pad thingy I showed you guys before, just hit view, hit cameras, and active camera, and you'll go into the thing. So I just figured that out. I watched a video, so just letting you guys know that.